Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Aisha Tales. If your bed is cozy enough, let's listen to Rapunzel's story. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a poor couple who longed to have a child. They lived next to a beautiful garden full of the most delightful flowers and herbs. This garden belonged to a powerful sorceress who would allow no one to enter. One day, the wife, who was expecting a child, noticed a bed of rampion in the garden and craved it desperately. Her husband, desperate to help his wife, decided to sneak into the garden to gather some rampion. He was successful at first time, but on his second attempt, the sorceress caught him. "How dare you steal from my garden?" she exclaimed. The frightened man explained that his wife craved the rampion and begged for mercy. The sorceress softened at his plea and agreed to let him take as much rampion as he needed. But on one condition, the couple must give her their child once it was born. The desperate man agreed. When the baby girl was born, the sorceress appeared and took her away. She named the child Rapunzel after the rampion her father had stolen and raised her as her own. As Rapunzel grew older, she became more beautiful and her hair grew long and golden. When Rapunzel turned 12, the sorceress locked her in a tall tower deep in the forest. The tower had no door or stairs, only a small window at the top. Whenever the sorceress wanted to visit, she would stand at the bottom of the tower and call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel would then lower her long golden hair out of the window, and the sorceress would climb up. Years passed in this way. One day, a prince riding through the forest heard Rapunzel singing from the tower. Her voice was so enchanting that he searched for its source. He found the tower but could not find the way in. He decided to hide nearby and see what would happen. Soon, the sorceress appeared and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." To the prince's amazement, a cascade of golden hair fell from the window and the sorceress climbed up. After she left, the prince approached the tower and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Thinking it was the sorceress, Rapunzel let her hair down and the prince climbed up. When he reached the top, Rapunzel was frightened, but the prince spoke to her kindly and explained how he had heard her singing. She was delighted to have company, and they quickly fell in love. The prince visited Rapunzel every evening, and she started planning her escape. She braided her hair and kept extra pieces of silk provided by the prince to make a ladder. However, the sorceress discovered their plan. Enraged, she cut off Rapunzel's hair and banished her to a desolate place. When the prince came that evening and called out, the sorceress left down the cut hair. When the prince climbed up, he was horrified to find the sorceress instead of Rapunzel. The sorceress pushed him out of the tower and he fell into a thorny bush that blinded him. Blinded and heartbroken, the prince wandered the land searching for his lost love. After many years, he finally heard a familiar song. Following the voice, he found Rapunzel, who had been surviving alone in the wilderness. In her joy at finding him, Rapunzel's tears fell on his eyes. Miraculously, his sight was restored. The prince led Rapunzel back to his kingdom, where they were married and lived happily ever after. And the end of our today's fairy tale. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. See you next time everyone.